some runs, and on cue, the wiffle ball gods, they just don't fail, and here they are.
All right, we are ready to get rolling here. We have our first World Series Premier League Wiffle, the Snappers at the Calicos, a 3-game set. First to take 2 games gets the PLW trophy. For the visiting Snappers, leading off and pitching, Taylor Briner.
Did he just do
A little bat flip
on the intro? I've never seen it.
I love it. Batting second for the Snappers, Manny Santillanes.
What time is it, baby? It's game time, baby! Let's go! Yeah!
I forgot to tell our viewers at home to lower their speakers. I'm so sorry, I totally forgot.
Batting third for the Snappers, Shane Weber.
And you know what? Shane's such a good player, well balanced, good pitcher in the league as well. Has a good, he plays third base.
He's got a great attitude out there too, man. He's a great guy.
All these guys, good stuff.
Batting fourth for the Snappers, Jesse Caps.
And you know, Caps, an all-around, he's a gold glover out there on third base.
Absolute
Everything
gold glover.
that comes his way, he just rolls up, throws it. It looks awkward, but it goes through, and he's a good player.
He's getting better and better every game out there, Trench. Batting fifth for the Snappers, Jonathan Wilson.
And you know what, J-Dub, he's a big lefty. Hits the
Fan
ball.
favorite, Trench. Fan favorite.
Absolutely, always smiling. Nothing gets to this guy, and he smacks the ball really hard.
We got 3 more Snappers that are going to be below the line, as we say here in Wiffle, not in the starting lineup, but they will be eligible to play defense. First, we got a stud defender to start it off, Michael Aguara.
You know, he's probably the quickest guy here in the league. Look at him do. Wait a minute.
Double up.
Chad, that might have been a 1.5 twist. His feet were a little bit apart, but still I'm going to give him probably a 9.27. I don't know what the other judges were thinking right there, but I thought it was pretty solid. Not happening? Who's here? Oh, okay, gotcha.
Also on the bench, Jelani Allen.
And you know, Jelani, every once in a while he can smack one to Oppo Field. Also has wheels out there. Good player. Nice pickup for the Snappers.
Jelani must have gone to eat, they're saying here. He's coming from somewhere.
He's like a hummingbird.
And not on the field here yet, the coach and general manager of the Snappers, but he is in this game. He is below the line as well. His name is Peter Mavro.
And you know what? Let me tell you about Peter Mavro. He only batted 100 on the season, but he is a great manager, assembled to this whole team. He knew he wasn't going to be productive offensively, but to be the brains behind the Snappers right now, look at where your team is.
Let's just say the Snappers started this season out with 10 random guys and no direction, and Mavro has put them in place, and he's got a championship caliber club here. Let's go on to the Calicos, Trench.
Yeah, I'm going to introduce the Calicos right now. We're going to introduce the Calicos right now. Leading off for the Calicos, James Stein. James Stein will also be the starting pitcher.
Stein can't get enough wiffle ball, Trench. Can't get enough.
No, we want them to face the camera, no? Yes, perfect. That's okay. And batting second, Matty Levine.
Matty Levine, star poker player, star golfer. What a character he is as well. He's one of the better guys in this league for sure. Everybody rallies around him, and we're great to have Matty down here.
Batting third, Nick Davila.
Nick is actually my favorite person down here. We made sure we got Nick down here as one of the general managers. He is the GM of this Calicos team, and he was actually offered $5,000 to sell the team this last week, and he denied it, Trench.
You know what, that's news to me, but I love the move that he made. Also one of my vegan brothers. Batting fourth in the cleanup spot, Alex Carrasco.
Alex will be their first pitcher out of the bullpen. He's had a fantastic season. He's really been picking up the offense lately. He had a home run, a couple of home runs right at the end of the
Opposite
season.
field, yeah. His bat's getting alive.
Picking it up.
Batting fifth, Joe Kuther.
No, it's Big Al, actually.
Oh.
I'm sorry, that's my fault. Yep, they changed it.
Big Al.
Late addition, late change to the lineup. Kuther's stepped down. He's let Big Al bat 5, and Joe's going to be the one on the bench.
Smart move by Joe right there.
Yep.
And then we have Joe Kuther. And not eligible to play in today's game, but he did suit up. AJ Podfrowski.
Yeah, AJ will be a monster in the summer season. He just didn't get enough games to qualify here in the winter. We'll see what he's got next season for sure.
Wow, this is super exciting. These guys looking real good, and I'm just waiting for those 2 words from you, Chad. Let's check with production real fast, see if we could go. Are we ready to go? We're ready to go. We have all go right now. I love it. Look at that flag blowing in the wind. A lot of people show, and look at them. They are ready to eat. Looks like they were eating top ramen. That looked like a ramen bowl that they were eating.
Campbell's noodle trench. No, maybe.
Oh, this is Vegas. There's a lot of pretty high quality ramen restaurants. Actually,
That's right.
That go down in Chinatown and whatnot.
For sure. Make sure you get your veggies on. And these guys, throughout the season, growing very close to each other. Just amigos throughout the season. They each have each other's backs, and here they are, the biggest game of their career for Premier League Wiffle, with a big gold trophy behind me. You can see some of our spectators. There's Uncle B with another pitcher of apple juice. Let me tell you, this guy squeezes 40 to 50 apples per morning, and then brings his pitcher of apple juice here and shares it with the rest of the people that also love apple juice in the red Solo Cups.
See Stein warming up here. He gets 8 warm-up pitches, and then
Listen,
underway.
Chad, I think Stein's thrown like 16 innings and given up like 1 run or something crazy. It's ridiculous.
He's been untouchable. Let's see if the wind here changes anything just a little bit tonight. Gets the ball to carry a little more. These snappers, just so you know, in the 2 games that you played against them in the semifinal, they only struck out 3 times in 9 or 10 innings.
Look at that graphic, guys, and that's courtesy of our production crew. These guys are going toe-to-toe. This is Rocky Apollo. This is Rocky Drago, whatever you want to say. They're 2 of the best in the league, and those numbers are just stunning.
Look at the money. Look at the money, Trench. 15,000, 17,000. Good line, Viper.
Great line by the Viper.
As many people thinking the Calicos are going to win as we do the Snappers. So this should be good here. Up to 80 viewers.
I hope a lot of these viewers are also part of PLW. This is going to be a real good one. And there's little Boot Boot coming on. And look at the starting lineup right there. And what do you see out of these lineups, especially for the Calicos? I got to go with Nick Davila. Is his back going to light up tonight, or is it going to go to sleep? That's what my issue is with him. Sometimes he could go yard, play real good, hit some doubles, and sometimes he just strikes out a whole bunch or doesn't hit the ball very hard.
I think he sees the ball down well, and Taylor throws a lot of drop balls. So let's see if Nick can get his head of the bat on the ball today.
Go!
Look at Manny, he is chomping at the bit. And look at Taylor. I got to tell you, in BP, he was smashing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Listen, these guys, it's not like you faced them 40 times in the season. This is pretty new. This is like a new pitch coming in for them.
Absolutely. That's the most thing. Next season is going to be so exciting now that everybody's seen everybody so many times, and everybody gets a chance to reset those ERAs and batting averages and get a fresh start. It's going to be really exciting. But tonight, we got the World Series.
You know, against the Snappers.
Play ball!
And there you have it, folks. The 2 words we're all been waiting for. Let's let this first pitch come in. And we'll comment on that one, Chad. I just wanted the viewers at home to take a little look.
If something's really close, we're going to talk, okay? Just this line, okay?
This is going to be very exciting. And I love that was a foul ball bomb. Both of them kind of eyeing each other up about what they could provide for their teams right here.
Just misses by Stein.
No, strike zone's exactly the same.
No, because they took the sticker off of it. Look.
Oh, right.
Just one of the stickers was removed from the strike zone, it looks like. That's all. It's just a little cleaner.
Oh, amazing. The pocket radar doing a little photo bomb right there. Hard smash right to Davila. That's going to be easy play for him. You better hurry up, though. I bet it's going to be real close.
4.13. He had the time.
He had another step or 2 before he had to throw that. Look at, we were up to 90 viewers. I don't know if that's I think we went over 100 last time, didn't we?
106 was our record, actually.
We're going to beat that tonight by at least 30.
I hope so, man.
That was a big first down. Here's Manny. He's ready to eat. He's been ready all week. He actually hit a home run against us. And this might go out. And just like that, Manny goes yard over Tarantino and misses Manny at home.
Nothing's coming back. If it gets up high in the air tonight, those tier 2 winds are blowing out.
And there's Manny always providing some of the best emotions you could get out of a player. And that is a huge hit by Manny. Here's Shane. Looks like
It's got to be a no pitch. Check the radar.
Looks like we're gonna have to go to the radar real quick.
It was close. It's got to be a no pitch.
And while we're talking about that, what a shot by Manny. Dead center. Got all of that one.
Is somebody checking the radar here?
Okay, we're just in 1 second. I want to thank Tarantino's and Little Batty Bakery for being some of our biggest supporters of PLW. And I just want you guys to be supporters of them. They do so much for us, providing and donating some great vegan Italian food for some of the boys out here. Then we have a Little Batty Bakery. Anytime we need something from Little Batty Bakery, such as a cake, cupcakes, anything sweet, she'll always provide that.
Yeah, there was like 24 cupcakes down here
right
for
over
Nick's
there.
birthday last week, and they were good.
Yeah, so gotta love Little Batty Bakery. I was just talking to her today. Thank you for all that you do.
You got the read on it, Tom?
Yeah.
And then we have Pocket Radar.
Okay.
Just disconnected from the Bluetooth.
Don't forget to use QR code PLW10. Get a little discount, something going on with Pocket Radar.
No, we got a read on it. It's 62. Tom?
It could have been a bird.
Okay. Okay, we'll no pitch it.
We're gonna
Okay.
go no pitch right there, and it looks like we're gonna get back to the game.
Both the batter and the
Here in a
pitcher have
minute.
agreed to a no pitch, so we'll just go with that. Tom thought he had a radar
Can't wait
reading
for
on
our
it.
managers meeting in a couple weeks to streamline stuff even more and more to get this just as studly as it could be.
Yeah. Viper and I have a lot to talk about this week of what rules are up for discussion and what rules are just being changed and what rules are we going to put to a vote. And
I know you can't see it, but right now, James Stein is fuming that he threw one down the pipe. That's going to be a pop out to center. Alex Carrasco. Wow, Levine goes over Carrasco and basically posterized his own. Snapshot, and you see him just towering over his teammate.
you got mossed.
Here we go. Here's Jesse Capps. Very difficult out to get.
A little hot there.
And I don't know if his socks could be a little bit irritating to the pitcher's eyes or not. I'm not sure.
Well, you saw when we announced his name, he lifted his socks up. That was his little move when we called him for the pregame. He bent down and pulled his socks up. So, T-Big Willie.
That is Mad Dog. There is a big gold trophy, and you can fit at least a gallon of hot cocoa in that with your teammates.
I got a inkling that that's going to happen.
What's the volume setting?
Premier League Wiffle, guys. Bottom of the first.
Viper, what are you saying here?
The World Series of Wiffle Ball here in Las Vegas. You're watching Taylor Briner warm up. Actually, you're watching me and Trench right now. Chad Phillips was a Warbird. Looked to be a Tomahawk coming up.
Ooh,
Trench
are
Pacone.
you trying to sell yourself?
Sandviper? No, I need to sell
plan to be a
myself.
Sandviper.
We had some talks this week, the Tomahawks and I, and they went pretty well. It's not 100% that I'm going to go to them with the first pick, but I think it makes a lot of sense.
If there was any ever a time that the Viper has my back, it's always when there's some kind of technical thing going on. He knew instantly. I didn't know what to do when I was looking at the soundboard.
Oh, nice. I see that, yeah.
And he picks up on those things.
Yeah, he's good. I love the communication that we have.
52 miles per hour.
The Villa, 1, 2, 3 here in the first.
You know, a lot of these guys hang out in the clubhouse talking about WIFFLE, and like you said earlier, all these guys are compadres. But when it comes to getting on this field, this baseball diamond, this wiffle ball diamond, it brings a whole new level of, I don't know my neighbor all of a sudden.
Yeah, you're right. And the talent is just going up and up and up. And by the time we get to season 3, 4, 5, I mean, you're really going to have to produce, or there'll be a better player ready to play for you.
Yeah, it's going to be so much fun to watch that draft being broadcasted live on May
it is.
13th.
13th? Is that when it is? Oh, yeah, nice. Fantastic.
Yeah, also my favorite number, and the number I wear in PLW before I lost my shirt and then had to get a new one that said 37. I did hit a grand slam with both numbers, I believe.
You can't lose your shirt. It's got to be somewhere.
It could be in the enclosures, it could be anywhere.
Oh my goodness.
And Jesse Caps isn't going to miss that one.
4.07.
And here at PLW Hideaway Field, you have 5 seconds to get that ball in off contact to the backstop. Look at all these players.
Good eye by Maddie there.
Casey, are you reading that message? That's the center field camera. Okay. It's blurry. Maybe there's something in front of it. I don't know. Is it something like a wipe or something you need to do? Okay. Yeah. Oh! And you know what? You know what, Chad? Big games.
Yeah.
It was a good hit. But man, Calico is a female cat.
Oh, it was a fair ball.
That looks just like their jersey. From my angle, it looked fair. From Chad's angle, it looked like he gave this fair sign. So.
Oh, Jesse contacted that ball in the field of play. I mean, it touched him inside the line. It was very clear.
I had a good look at it. That looked fair. Unlike possibly a ball that came into our snapper game. That looked completely solid. Here's Nick Davila. I was talking about him earlier. What did I say, Chad? That Nick Davila definitely has been heating up, and he could put a big bat on a ball, and look at Taylor just shaking his head. And I don't know, but that's some vegan power if you ask me, Chad.
Nick Davila, he's definitely the difference maker on this team. He was having a pretty good season halfway through, but he really wasn't winning games for his team. He was just kind of floating through, but now he's really stepped up, and he's really providing his team with the runs they need.
And that was exactly the pitch that you were talking about, where it drops low in the zone, and Nick's a little bit kind of a golfer hack. So if it hangs in there too long, he could go yard.
Look at that tennis player, so he's used to the tennis ball dropping down on him so he can get his racket on it.
What a great hit. I'm so happy that that I'm choosing teams, but it's such a great feeling to do something like that, and you can see how frustrated Taylor Briner is.
The wind blowing out is going to make these games very exciting for the church. It's not blowing out that heavily, but just a little bit of air current going in that direction is going to make the ball.
I mean, if it's 5 miles an hour, that adds 15 or 20 feet to your ball, plus power.
Yeah. Good fight by Alex.
You know, gets caught up in that vortex.
The tier 2 wins.
Yeah, we call it tier 2 here. Let's see if he can make this throw. I'm wondering if Jesse's thinking about that ball that came to him that he got a hand on. If he could have a replay at that, do you think he gets it?
Trent, we haven't seen too many balls get through Jesse this season at all, especially ones that he gets his body in front of.
He looks a little tense on third. There's Big Al.
It's a nervous night out here. These guys haven't played in a PLW championship. I don't think we have anybody on the field that's ever played in a World Series out here. I'm sure Taylor did in college, and Weber was a star in college as well.
54 miles per hour.
Yeah, I mean, this game's definitely not going to end with this score, so Taylor just needs to relax, do what he does, and get this last out of the inning.
Definitely.
But if there's, an improved player over the last couple weeks, it's going to be Big Al. He's been making a lot of contact lately. Oh, That is so nasty.
I just think a lot of Big Al's hits have been really clutch hits. I don't think he actually had that good of a season, like stat-wise, but every time he had a big a hit or a double or a homer, it won a game for their team. So he stepped up when it's mattered. 2-1 Calicos after one.
Yeah, this one's going to be real good. I think Taylor's going to get up right now. Did it already run through the first lineup?
53 miles per hour.
No.
No fight.
There's been some chirping.
There's been some verbal battles, but no fights yet. Hopefully never. 5-inning games, guys. 5-inning games. We play extra innings. 2 extra innings during the regular season, but obviously it'll be we'll play till we get a winner in these games. You put the runner on second base in extras.
I think Danny just made up a song title called "No Fights in Paradise."
Danny, you can,
sounds like a Phil Collins
You're gonna
song.
have to write the dance for that song.
And here's J-Dub. Let's see what happens here. He does like inside and low.
56 miles per hour.
Manny looks like he exudes violence, but he's just loud.
Yeah, that's right. He's a big teddy bear. Just like Wilson. He's a bigger teddy bear.
Yeah. Like if you're walking down an alley and you hear Manny, let's eat, you're running for your life.
Good swing by Wilson. Just missed it.
That's going to bring it to a full count. It's a big pitch.
It is.
Top second. Definitely doesn't want to go walk in Wilson. Oh, and that's going to make him go looking.
She is so nasty. He's able to throw a strike at will, and he's got 3 different pitches that he can do with it. They look the same too. The pitches come out of his hand, and they look the exact same.
Here we go, Taylor Briner up once again. Comes in with 59, and James Stein knows that anything in the 52 to 62 range is going to be enough to get a swing. That's going to be a base hit by Taylor. And way to come back after first out by J-Dub, grab a single off Stein, and let's see if we can get something going. And look at Manny. He's up. He hit a 2-run or a solo shot.
There's one thing that Taylor has been a little weak at this season is taking pitches that are a little hot. And the pitchers are starting to realize they can come really fast at him, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to swing and miss just because you throw it fast at Taylor.
I threw a 64-mile-an-hour fastball at him, and he hit it right center about 155 feet.
Yep.
That was courtesy of my coach and mentor of mine, Adam Tanek.
54 miles per hour.
Right on the numbers.
Man, that was a great
I know if I throw that pitch, it's 57 times. It's a 3-1 count now, and I'm in trouble. But Stein just gets himself right back in the count.
Yeah, it's got to be the headband.
What a hop.
And Manny doesn't know how to count to 4. That's okay. He always tries to pull one over.
Yep.
It's called the Manny pullover. And there's Manny.
Second base. Yep. Directly over the bag.
And look at Manny trying to get an extra base. He tried to get an extra ball. Now he's trying to get an extra base on balls. This guy is completely nuts. What's he thinking?
That was directly over the middle of second base. It has to be a clear right side to go first to third, which it was not. So it's first and second.
Ooh. Tremendous cut by Shane Weber right there. And this is going to be so intense. Every runner on the diamond right now is a crucial run.
I'm not sure I'm paying attention every pitch here tonight. I can't let anything slip by. Not that anything has slipped all season, but I got to make sure we got good eyes on this field. We got a couple of random observers.
Yeah, don't worry about what's happening here, Chad. I believe in the broadcasting world, I'm the color commentator, and I think that just means I talk and ramble about things that I think the fans at home want to hear. And you talk about the things that the fans kind of don't want to hear, but you have to say, just in case there's a fan that does want to hear about what you have to say.
That was good. Nobody ever wants to listen to these things.
56 miles per hour.
Yeah, baby!
Oof, and the bases are loaded.
First walk by Stein, 1 mile per hour over the limit. This game is extremely tight. These guys are locked in, trying to take advantage of as many miles per hour as he can get.
I'm going to tell you something right now, Chad, and let me know if you agree. The next pitch James Stein makes versus Caps right now is going to determine who wins the game. Because if Caps takes it and it's a ball, I fear that James Stein might try to shimmy one in there to try to get some strikes, and Caps, he'll come around on one, go oppo for a double.
Caps has got a very quick barrel of the bat. He's able to get his barrel to the bat with such late swings. So let's see what he can do here. I thought they were discussing maybe putting Alex in because they don't want Stein to walk out this early. And maybe Alex has got a good bead on Jesse, but they're going to let James go here.
On the reverse side, this is probably the biggest at-bat in Caps' PLW career. Bases loaded, 1 out against the best pitcher in the league, and you could provide some serious run support if you could do something. Let's see what happens. Clarky boy, welcome to the show.
55
Oh
miles
my
per
God.
What a great pitch. He just doesn't waste any time.
Who is this guy? Just ice. He's got to be called the Iceman in this league. He just has to.
His name is FJ.
No, it's Iceman.
Good take on Casey there. What a good pitch again by Stein. Just trying to see if he can get a small chase. I don't see a strike coming here either.
No, he's got to be scared of Caps going oppo right here.
He stayed up on him. He got it up. Didn't let him get that.
Yeah, he didn't want to take a short hop forehand like a Roger Federer thing. Here at PLW, you start with 1 strike. So, and if he could get out of this jam, base is loaded, coming in the bottom of the second with a lead still. I guess he's always just done it since he's a kid. It kind of keeps his mind right or whatever. I forget what the story is, but he's just always kind of done it.
55 miles per hour.
You know, when you're first tuning in, when I first saw him, it was like, who's this guy hopping around? But it's just a thing he does, and he just goes with it. No matter what, the pitch has to be there, whether he does a front flip or pitches out of the stretch.
55 miles
And he knew that he struck him out, and he got out of a bases loaded jam, and you can see Manny right now with his hands on his hips. Super not happy. No runs came aboard right there.
He strikes out the side that inning there. In between a couple singles and a walk, he gets Wilson twice that inning. And Wilson moved himself from the 2-hole to the 5-hole before the game. So maybe he's not seeing the ball very well here.
These pitchers are just going at it. Right there, you can hear the clang of a strike from Taylor. And all this action, and we're just in the bottom of the second, Chad?
Bottom of the second.
Unbelievable. I feel like I've already been watching 7 innings of wiffle ball, and it's only the bottom of the second. This is getting very intense. I'm going to need a hot cocoa tonight, I think, Chad.
I think you should wait until...
And I never have hot cocoa, but
I'm
tonight
not
might
gonna
be a hot cocoa night.
No hot cocoa for me. I gotta stay focused on umpiring these games and making sure everybody gets the fairest shake out here at Hideaway Field. No mistakes, guys. No mistakes. We're gonna make sure that these games are decided by the players. I hate when there's disagreements, and I just want everything to go well here. Top of the order for the Calicos. Screwball.
56 miles per
Just
hour.
in 55 to get a called strike, little Bootsy. That's right. Yeah, you're updating us. Thanks for helping us on that string there.
Gotta love little Boot Boot. Always helping out.
Great pitch.
54 miles per hour.
It looked like it was going to be that same screwball, but it dropped. Got 1-2. Stein had very high expectations.
I love our viewers. Outside right there.
2-2.
It's gonna be a pocket deuces right here. Let's see what happens on the turn card. barely misses that. Shane Webb with the air up there, carrying it just a tiny bit. And Stein knows that he just missed that by a minuscule amount from that going Tarantino's right there.
And Weber as sure-handed as a fielder on pop flies as we have in this league.
I didn't do too bad at short this year.
Yeah, you're pretty good.
I think I did okay.
Yeah, you'd get some good reaction time out there.
Oh, good smash. Jesse there, he's going to have to make the throw, and he does. Are you kidding me?
4-4-1.
He has a very unorthodox way of throwing. There's TJ, our umpire, right there. Back to Jesse. He has a very unorthodox way of throwing, but somehow it works. It just looks a little funny.
About a month ago, he kind of figured it out, Trench. He was coming down to those minor league games on Tuesday nights, and he was one of the best players out there in the minors, and he really was working on his throwing of the wiffle ball. He pitched a couple of decent games, but he really has shown he's able to get some pep on those throws now, which he used to struggle with. Nick dribbles one out in front.
Oh, after a 2-run bomb, it turns into that.
So Taylor settles down in the second and gets him 1, 2, 3. He's going to bring up the top of the order. Taylor will start this one off.
I mean, I'm actually okay. I'm okay. But there is white bean chili being made tonight. In a little bit. I'm too in, my stomach is in knots. I can't eat right now between this intensity and sitting by Chad. That just adds blood pressure anyway.
Yeah, there is a lot of, you can feel a little, couple of guys pointing out how nervous the players are out here tonight, which is a little different. These guys are feeling this championship game.
It was also felt in the semis too, Chad. I got to be honest. I went into the men's locker room, and I thought I saw the Sandviper, or at least heard him, might have been, getting sick prior to the game, and that's how much the nerves get to some of these people here.
We've worked so hard to put this together here, and it's come together a lot faster and better than any of us even anticipated here. So I'm so excited for next season and how things develop here. But right now we're in the top of the third of game 1 of a 3-game series against Snappers Calicos.
Stein and Taylor, they're both just millimeters off from hitting their own home runs. Came in a little hot. That's nothing for Taylor. It's funny. Woo!
What a big swing.
Man. Mano to mano, mano to mano, these two guys are going.
Yes, 3-game series.
Oh, Troop Dog. What's happening?
Troop Dog.
Oh, Troop Dog? Yeah.
Troop Dog. This is a 3-game World Series, Troop Dog. This is it. This is the championship right here. This is game 1. We had a solo home run by Manny Santillanes in the first, answered by a 2-run bomb by Nick Davila in the bottom of the first.
I just love that I kind of called it out, saying that Nick Davila was going to be a little bit of an X factor in this game, and right off the bat he gets a 2-run bomb.
Yeah, and we were talking about his all or nothing too as well. So it was he did. He went all.
Look at the intensity on Manny right there. And this is going to go. And there's Manny.
Wow.
Wait, he did the bazooka right there. Did you see that? He went to a knee. He shot his bazooka, and then he did a bat flip. And Mrs. Manny.
Wow.
Holy cow, she's watching at home. Look how happy he is. He's
What
like
a shot. Trench, what a shot that was.
Let's go! Let's go!
You just can't take the 6-year-old boy out of the man,
You
Chad.
can't do it. Now, it's sad. Speaking of that, how's 12-year-old Tyler doing on the screen there?
And there's Manny giving some kisses to his wife and children and grandchildren back home and his pet companion.
It took Manny a long time to get going this season too. He had a really slow start to the season. He started picking it up slowly, and he started getting some home runs towards the
I'm
end of
not
the
going to
season.
lie, Chad. I always gauge me and Manny a lot throughout the season because I know he was the number 1 pick. And I was like, who's this number 1 pick guy? But man, if he keeps playing like this, who knows what's going to happen. We're up to 107 viewers.
We just set the record.
Is this the record?
It is the record.
Congratulations
Share
to
it with your
everyone.
friends. Let's see how high we can go here tonight.
And there's Webb. And there's Nick. He's going to have to make a throw here. It is windy. Gets it in.
4.24.
I want to thank all our viewers for sharing, loving, all over the world. We have jerseys going to Japan.
Bring up Jesse caps here with 2 outs.
Jesse, and we're up to 109. I love this. This would be a great time to do some kind of train. And Nick calls off Joe right there, and that's going to do it. But Manny is
Manny
eating.
Santana, second home run of the game, ties it up. He's come to play here tonight, Trench. He heard there's a PLW World Series MVP going to be handed out later tonight, so it looks like he's the front runner right now.
I mean, he has to be hitting off the best pitcher in the league, getting 2 solo
Hey,
shots.
Viper, can you take a check and see how many home runs Stein gave up on the season?
I hit a grand slam off of him, Jen.
You did? I
That's
think
right.
it was 6 if I had to guess, but I could be wrong. He had such a good season with his like 1.6 ERA.
That's fine, little boot boot. We are happy with that because pretty soon it's just going to be all the fans of those players and teams. So it'll be in hundreds and hundreds, and of course you have good production and commentating to back that up.
I think Alex is going to see that ball down a little more. You don't want to be swinging Taylor pitches up over your head because they're dropping and you don't really square them up very well.
Wow, five home runs in 86 innings.
56 miles per hour.
Jesse Sherhan gets it back there, and that's going to be out number 2.
3.91. That's just out number 1, Trench. That's the first batter of the inning.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's the first
Good.
out. So we get 5 home runs on the whole season in 86 innings, and in 3 innings he gives up 2. The PLW playoff wiffle ball right there. Oh my God, I love it. I'm a wifey for lifey.
A whiffy wifey for lifey. That's pretty good. TJ would like that. He likes to rhyme. Wow,
Yeah.
top of the wall. Weber a little late to jump. I think Weber thought it was gone, and then the ball just started dropping quickly on him. Let's take a look at this replay here. It was up. Oh, I guess it was hit pretty hard. He just didn't get there in time. One out. That was the second batter.
And it looks like a stone man got lost near the pocket radar sign. Here's James Stein again. I'm going to tell you, Chad,
Be ready to tag up down there, Trent.
I don't think he knows.
That's why Nick just ran over there as the coach to tell him.
I have a feeling, Chad, that this is Stein's at bat. He's just missed barely from a good shot. See what happens. And I told you that Stein has been waiting for that pitch, and this is what he does. And just like that, he scores.
I would have almost considered walking Stein in that spot. Put it first and third, set the double play up. Matty Levine has been, hit or miss this season, and he is kind of a ground ball hitter at times. But now it's 3-2 Calicos.
And he's just been waiting on a pitch, and I know that he likes to go oppo there, and that's exactly what he did. There's Matty Levine. Hits the ball really hard.
We got Garai saying he wants that running to the backstop eliminated, which it does look so silly on
I think
camera.
we're going to talk about that in the next managers meeting because that, to me, is not PLW.
I'm pretty sure we're
league
taking
start.
first base away, where you're actually going to have to come to the backstop. You're not going to be able to throw it to first base anymore to get an out. That should tighten the defense up just a little bit as these players get better and better.
You know, I'm sad that we're not in the finals against, the Calicos, but I got to tell you, this week and a half that we're going to have off here to let our brains rest and kind of re-gauge what we need to do does feel good, and there's going to be a strikeout for Taylor Bryan.
What a really good pitch there. I think that caught Matty off guard a little bit. It looked like it was going to be up, and it just drops after it passes him and catches the top bar. 54 miles per hour.
And here's Nick. Definitely hit that 2-run bomb in the first inning. Let's see what he does in his third at-bat of the night. Hard shot. This is the wrong player. And Jesse does take the smart move and just run most of the way right there.
4.07 on that one.
And that's going to do it, but James Stein hits an oppo single to score a run to put them up 3-2. And looks like we're going to the bottom of the
Top of the fourth. Top of the fourth. You're here with Trench and Chad. That's what we're going to go with now. You guys all know us. It's just Trench and Chad now.
The Trench and Chad show.
The Trench and Chad show. We're so happy to be here. We actually did a podcast earlier in the season, which came out really, really good, I thought. And we'll probably do a couple more next season.
And you know what? I like the sound of the Trench and Chad show, and here's why. As this season gets better, my chances of being in the season diminishes by each season because these players are going to get so good.
That's not a lie, Trench.
And I'm just getting older and less likely to hit the ball. But maybe I can practice a little bit more and get my game more in clutch for these PLW guys.
What are they saying here? Oh, sidearm. I throw mostly submarine and...
But I gotta tell you, I only do it because I can't throw overhand because I have a shoulder injury and my arm will literally pop out. Kind of like Lethal Weapon 1982.
Yeah, we're the only two sidearm pitchers in the league, really. You know, Adam Couts has seen the effectiveness of that sidearm, and he might be better than both of us already.
Here's J-Dub. Man, that looks like it's coming in fast, but he does have that little
that was
slow it down
so quick
mechanism that he does.
He gets away with this. When Stein gets the lead, he's like a hawk out there, just ready to nail it down.
Look at Taylor and the guys warming up. It's gonna put it out.
They gotta get Michael and Jonathan here again tonight. I think he looks a little just out of rhythm. Stein is, hitting wiffle balls is one thing, hitting good pitching with wiffle ball is another thing.
I think it was 4. It's probably 88 actually though.
That was 6.
Yeah.
God, we're old men, huh, Trench?
I just can't believe it.
It's just so nice
I was
to be able
just
to...
22 running around on...
That's
oh
crushed.
my!
Oh,
a triple
and some free zucchini sticks!
He's definitely going to get some free zucchini sticks right there as he hit it. I might even throw in a little entree for Taylor. Thank you, Tarantino's, as they always support. If any ball is hit on the ground or in the air for Tarantino's, they will donate zucchini sticks or a free meal.
Well, Trench, we just had a one-out triple by the Calicos, and they got their third run. Let's see if the one-out triple by the Snappers can generate their third run. Just 1 mile per hour hot there. Stein's got to be a little leery of Manny here after 2 home runs. A little hot by Stein again. Right on the number, saving his second walk.
That's what he does.
Incredible. He is incredible. What a pitch. This is the biggest pitch of the game here. Guy on third with 1 out, a fly ball could get this run home.
Very important pitch. And he nicks it at 55.
Oh my gosh,
the pitch
are you kidding me right
so
now?
far of the playoffs right there. That was the
Pitch
pitch
of the
barely.
year right there. Absolutely. Let's take a look at this replay.
Manny had no chance.
Gosh.
No chance. It was at his shin, basically.
Wow.
This kid was born. When he was born, the doctors thought it was a wiffle ball, but it was a little baby.
I don't think you're far off there, Trench. Let's bring up Weber with 2 outs and see if he can just get a little single here and tie this up. I think the outfield's coming a little deep here, maybe. I kind of try and cheat in a little. I think Weber's going to just be trying to dunk a little hit in here to tie this game.
Oh, Stein on the move. Can he get to it? No.
TJ, remember that's your foul line. Just reminding.
Later, prankster, man. Thanks for tuning in. See you for the home run derby if you're around. I'll be in it. Chad will probably be commentating. hit anything close to a home run this year, Chad?
I had 2 triples actually. 2 triples and like 6 doubles or 5
Good, man.
doubles.
I think I only had 2 triples.
Don't forget, I didn't bat the second half of the season either. I took myself out.
OG Kush. Yeah, game 1, buddy.
Shane, great hand-eye coordination, able to continue to fight these pitches off, hoping to get a hanger.
Really need something going to try to tie it up.
Good eye.
That was a great eye. I probably would have swung and missed on that one, and Stein would have had another
It
day.
was 60, Trent. You do recognize the pitches
Yeah.
pretty well most of the time.
And that's going to score a
There it is,
run and
Mike.
tie it
I
up.
did say the outfield was a little deep out there. Shane just looking to get one in. What a great job by Weber there to tie this game
Is
up.
this not a great first game of the
Unbelievable. This might be the game of the
championship?
season. You've seen why these 2 teams are in the playoffs right now, Trench. I think the Sandvipers had a great team this season, but the Snappers just might have been a little bit better. And that's why they're here tonight. Really playing as a team.
29 miles per hour.
It's going to bring up Jesse Capps here. 2 outs, man on first. It's going to need a clean double or more to score the run.
57 miles per
Just a
hour.
little hot from Stein there. He's beside himself with his hot pitches. This is how I feel out there. I just can't keep it under 55 anymore. It's just so difficult.
Oh, my God.
Wow. You know, you want to throw your best pitch all the time, but my best pitch is 60, and it seems like
You know what I
Stein's
can't
best
believe?
pitch is 55.
I just can't believe it's 3-3, and these guys are, like, barely tapping, like, the bars for strikes. Did he just throw? Oh, my God.
Absolutely.
Look at-
kidding me.
It looks like he's going up to the line judge right now, like what they do in tennis. Did you see
I
that?
did see that. It looked quick.
What do you
He
give
came
somebody in
sideline.
tennis? A yellow card? I'm going to give him a yellow card right now, Chad.
I don't think they have yellow cards in tennis. I think you're thinking of the soccer.
Well, I'm going to give him a yellow card. And look at that. He just cursed at the radar gun, Chad.
I don't think that pitch was hot. It came low and it was fast.
And that curse came in at 48 miles an hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, you got to remember one thing: the radar gun cannot read hot. We try to go out there and feed our egos and see if we can set that radar gun up so it'll read me at 70 or 75. I can't hit 70 no matter how we set that radar up. But the radar can occasionally read slow if it misses something or if there's a breeze or something that comes through once in a great while.
Dude, he struck out the pocket radar with a 55-mile-an-hour curse bomb. That's the first one on the
Let's
season.
caption that quote right there. Yeah,
These guys are amazing.
yeah, they are. These guys are playing at an extremely high level right now. We're gonna have Alex, and then his dad, Big Al, and then we roll back to the top.
Let's see if Carrasco gets something good. He had a bunch of clutch hits in the last series. Oh man, he barely missed that one. Oh, Shane Weber, the most sure-handed defensive player in the league, one of the top.
Oh no!
Drops a very routine
I already
ball.
scored the out, Trench. I already scored
Oh
it.
my
I gotta
God.
undo.
He has to undo the out.
Well, it's done. It's undone.
Holy
I just was
cow.
not expecting that at all.
And what's going through Taylor Briner's mind right now looks like he's taking himself out of left field and putting him on second base. And that's like basically taking yourself out of the game.
Wow. Well, a double play ball is a big deal. So let's see if they can roll it and get out of this mess. There's nothing I love down here more than double field. Yeah, that Gold Glove is. I really believe
It's starting to turn green because it's not real gold, Chad. It's some like zinc or copper or something that turns green when it's not real.
Yeah. I mean, I got about 8 people eligible for a Gold Glove this season, 8 or 9 people that we could throw in the mix for the 5 Gold Gloves, and Weber's definitely a name that's going to be out there. Tough chance for him there.
When Dob, the same announcer jinx, is a real thing. I just
Wow.
think he didn't catch the ball.
Yeah, I've been pumping his defense all season, so.
Did you see my? Oh, that was a nasty little screwy inside-out thing. that he
Taylor's
threw.
added that pitch for the playoffs. He didn't have a screwball like that, and he worked really hard out here to get one, and that's how good he is. Now he has it. It's pretty incredible. He only throws 5 or 6 or 7 a game, it seems, but you just don't see it, and that's why it's so effective. Bottom of the 4th here, 3-3 game. 1 out. Alex Carrasco on first. Top of the order up.
Wow.
Big swing by Stein.
remember, I want to talk about the giveaway, where we're going to give away that Burt's Bats during the second game.
Perfect.
That little raffle giveaway that we're doing. I know a lot of people are excited about that, and just
We'll give them a little pump in between innings stretch. We'll talk about Burt's Bats and if we have one of those bats around, we can.
I think, is Stein using a Burt's Bat?
Oh, there's that screwball again. It was pretty good, but Stein is the one that recognizes the pitches.
Yeah, you can't throw too many of those nasty pitches in a row.
55 miles per hour.
Look at the purple Viking wants the bat.
Full count here.
This
Big
is
pitch with one out.
Bottom 4, full count.
Snappers going double play, so I'm moving it along.
And he's going to be able to get it. He fields it cleanly. It's going to go to 1. Let's see if Shane Webb gets it.
4-6-2.
And that's going to drop in at
4-6-2 on the double play.
6-2. Great double play by the Snappers right here.
See, that's what I'm referring to. That's going to be taken away next season. Next season, after they step on second to get that out, he's going to have to turn and fire at the backstop. A much more difficult play. You have to hit the middle of the backstop as well to earn that double play. So
Was that the biggest double play of the year?
that was the biggest double play
Wow,
of the year.
what a play that was.
It's appropriate that they turn it. The
Sansone's firing back right away. That's done.
Yeah, well, we got to tighten things up a little bit, make it harder. These teams are rolling double plays way too easy. And Sansone, with me out there rolling double plays for you guys now, don't you worry.
Let me ask you this though, Chad. That was kind of a little dribbler ball. Maybe you shouldn't get rewarded with being on first base when you hit into a double play ball like that.
Well, I don't know. I really like the fact that you have to wield and come home. It's just too easy to lob the wiffle ball over.
And look, Sansone is agreeing with me. If you smash a ball and it caroms off the guy, well, that's a different story. But when you're hitting a little dribbler to the pitcher, that you should be able to roll a double play.
Yeah, but they could have rolled a double play. He's just, I mean, whoever was at second base there that fielded that, Manny or Taylor, whoever ended up taking it, is plenty capable of throwing that home to the backstop, and they had plenty of time.
And what that will do, Chad, that will make it, you have to have your infielders spot on a little bit more to make sure they can throw those balls. I'm not saying don't do it, but there's a definitely a perception from the other side that you might be able to add that in there.
Lobbing it over to first is just a really easy thing. Actually making a play, getting a good grip on the ball, and cutting a throw home, you have to earn that second out. Double plays just can't be thrown around easily in 5-inning games.
Top of the 5th, here's J-Dub. I think James Stein has more 55-mile-an-hour strikes that are not swung on
How does he hit 55
than anybody in the
every
league.
single time he hits 55? It's incredible. Starting to think that little hop he does out there is taking a couple miles an hour off the speed. I don't know how, but something. It's just so incredibly good. J-Dub's best swing of the game there. He gets a piece.
You know, small fun fact, James Stein won the hopscotch championship when he was in 7th grade, Chad.
Wow.
First place. He was going against teenagers that were like 16, 17 years old, and this little 13-year-old boy that hops around wins it, named James Stein.
Incredible. So let's lock in now. These new microphones that I have are fantastic here. I'm able to not
Wait till we
talk
get
too loud, and I know. I
Into
want
them,
to
and
you're right.
we can talk to our
As
camera
technology
guys.
continues to improve.
Yeah.
I don't want to disturb the batters while they're batting. I try and be quiet sometimes, but now I'm able to talk into this microphone, and they can't really hear me. That's Stein's second.
And he's going to be walked out of the game in the top of the 5th. But Carrasco coming out, he's not nervous at all. Basically, you're going 1A to 1B.
Well, I don't know about that. Stein is like so far ahead of everybody now that this is what the Snappers needed. This is what they wanted to get Alex out there. And Stein has forced every single inning for this Calicos team in the last basically 2 weeks. So Alex really hasn't thrown a lot of competitive pitches in that time. He's going to have to lock in quickly because he's got the league MVP up at the plate here too. It's the first guy he's going to see with a guy on first and nobody out.
You know, I was talking to Carrasco about a month ago, and he gave up a couple starting pitching opportunities and was throwing less innings to keep his arm ready for this exact moment. And let's see if something could happen right here, right now.
That is one good point. That Alex, I did say he hasn't thrown a lot lately, but about a month ago, his arm was hurt, and he was really gutting it out a couple of those games that Stein didn't make a drive down. So Alex said, "You wait till I get a few weeks of rest, and you see my stuff." So let's see what he's got there. Double play set up here. Let's see if the Calicos can.
I mean, we're watching a 3-3 game right now, top of the 5th.
Incredible. That's absolutely incredible.
I'm so thankful actually to be commentating this one. It's a lot of fun to watch and definitely very intense. And this is it. Here we go.
There's been plenty of sloppy games this season too. Good to see that this is not one of them.
51 miles per hour.
Alex is the best pitcher in this league at changing speeds. He's able to cut real hard, real soft, come with his body quick but throw slow, come with his body slow but throw quick. He's got a lot of different little tricks to throw timing.
Oh, man.
That was kind of a hanger. He's really lucky that that's still in the park here. But that's going to be fouled into the zone, number 1.
Chad, how many times did Steelers walk all year? 8 times.
I'm guessing a lot of times, but I'm
No,
close.
I think it was something silly like 12 or something.
No, he was under 10. I'm pretty sure it was single digits. See, that there, Viper? How many walks for Cato?
Yeah, we're going to go to our statistician right now. Oh, and he gets him swinging low. He walked 12 times.
12, okay, all right. That was off a little bit, but it's still a pretty low number in 100 and, probably 180 plate appearances he had.
Here's Manny. He's consisting of 2 of the 3 snapper runs, isn't he?
Yeah,
2 solo
runs,
shots.
yeah.
51 miles per hour.
And if he hits one out here, I'm just going to start calling him 3 bombs. What a great hands. Carrasco trying to get to 1, but it's going to be a bad throw, but they do get the force out at 2. Good play by Davila right there. Quick hands.
Very, very good
That's that
play.
tennis forearm at the net type of stuff for volleying, whatever they do in tennis. That was never real good. They never had any left-handed tennis rackets. I was a little disappointed as a child.
So 2 outs, Weber up. Yeah, Weber is a double hitter, so just gotta be careful there.
51 miles per hour.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
This is our TikTok viewers.
That's all our TikTok viewers over there?
Yeah, we're live on TikTok.
I love it.
Loving everything we got in so fast.
So
You're doing a great job, Abby.
intense.
Thanks a lot, man.
Very intense. Shane Webb looking at a 2-1 pitch. A little high right there. We're going to go to 3-1, Chad.
Jesse on deck. I think Alex knows Jesse very well.
I wonder what's going through James Stein's mind right now on a 3-1 pitch. And you know what it's going in?
Ooh, he gets him to swing at ball 4 there. That's unlike Shane.
Full count, and this is probably the most pressurized pitch in Carrasco's young PLW career so far.
Good take by Shane. Alex's first walk. Let's talk
not
about
a-
what happens if Alex gets his second walk now.
Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen. They're going to lose the game. So
Well, if he gets his second walk on this batter's bench, they're loaded with 2 outs. All they need is 1 out. Do they go to Davila or do they go to Levine?
it depends on who's up, I think.
It's going to be Jonathan Wilson would be up next, actually, if that came to. And Jesse is going to try and walk here. Don't get Jesse's not going to swing.
Yeah, Carrasco's going to have to.
Strike 1 is a big deal here.
Yeah, he's going to have to hit the outside corner or inside run of the strike zone. Lawnmower, welcome. Very intense moment right now.
You don't want to let Jesse get his hands involved. If you can keep the pitch quick enough, Jesse has a little trouble getting along.
Yeah, you don't want to pitch him like midway and outside. That's just a forehand over the net. And that's exactly what it is. Is he going to go fair? No.
You never let him throw a really slow one to Jesse because his eyes get really big and he's able to get
Dritzy, welcome.
his weak hand off the bat. And
Very intense moment between the Snappers and Calicos right now. 2 outs, men on first and second. Jesse caps up with a 1-2 count. Let's see what happens here. If it was me, Chad, I'd throw him inside, try to jam him.
high slider just off the outside corner. Jesse's not to protect. He's able to get a piece.
It's turtle time, Manny just said.
35 miles per hour. 58 miles per hour.
And what Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle would Manny be?
Donatello.
I think he's Splinter.
31 miles per hour.
Oh my God. Carrasco with an epic moment of striking out Caps, who usually is a much better hitter than that. And 3-3, we're going to go to the bottom of the... We're going to go to the bottom of the fifth, and it looks like the Calicos are going to try to win this one. Let's see what happens right here. It looks like it's Maddie. I got Maddie Levine here, and he could also just end this game right now. OG Kush, things are going bananas. And there it is, the PLW flag flying in the wind. You're here with Trench Vegan. That's my Instagram. Check out what I'm doing. A lot of good stuff with animals and food banks and PLW. And then you got Chad here, Mr. Chepa. And he helps rescue little baby turtles and is our lead umpire for all that is good.
Whew, lead umpire is tough too. Everybody has an opinion out here, and I try and keep everybody happy, and it's really hard for me sometimes. It's not really, this isn't really what I've done my whole life. I've just been an umpire on the field, but now I'm, commissioning and umpiring, and I'm working hard to. Next season I'm going to be better.
Oh, and Jesse Caps is getting it in between hops. He throws it, and that's going to be an out.
4-2-9, 4-2-9. One run will win this game 1 for the Calicos.
Are we going to have an extra inning game, top 6 with a runner on second? That's what we do here at PLW. We're going to start with a runner on second in extra innings. Oh, and he was looking to end the game right there, and he hates to see Caps running at him.
4.25 on that. Jesse consistently in the 4.2s this game.
And Carrasco, he has been hot. Let's see what this guy could do. He has hit a walk-off. I think he hit a walk-off grand slam like a couple weeks ago. I'm not sure, but it's something big.
Yeah, I think it was, I don't know if it was a walk-off, but it was a big home run to give his team. Oh, it was that grand slam in the top of the 7th of the opposite field, went over the fence over there. They gave him like a huge 5-1 lead in the extras.
Wow, I thought that was going to be too high and too hot. And look at Carrasco, he's dogging that call. And I think Carrasco has one of the best beards in PLW. Oh man, and that's going to do it. Taylor has a tough time grabbing it, bobbles it around a little bit, throws it in, and we're going to go to extra innings. Why not, Chad?
Unbelievable.
I want to go to extra innings. Let this go 12 innings.
These teams are so evenly matched. The 2 best pitchers in the league, a couple of the better hitters in the league. It's just, it's an even game.
I love it. I wouldn't want it any other way. I'm so glad we're going 6 right here. Both these teams, man.
So we're going to put Jesse Caps on second base. He made the last out in the 5th, so he's going to start the 6th on second
Do you know
base.
how much pressure that adds to the pitchers when you have a runner on second with no outs already?
A ton. This is really difficult to get out of these games without giving up. If he's able to get out of this without giving up the ghost runner, big advantage for the Calicos.
Oh, absolutely. You almost are scoring that run like it's going to be 4-3 and then goes into the bottom of the 6th.
Let's take a quick walk check here. We've got Alex with 1 walk, so if he walks 1 more, he'll be out. Taylor has not walked anybody yet, and as we know, James Stein has already walked his 2. He's out of this game. I'm sure we'll see him back on the mound to start next game. But
I just can't believe this is still game 1. It feels like they've played a whole series already, and we're about to crown a champion right now.
It really does. This is just game 1. We have a nice night of action here for everybody.
There's a lot of spin on that ball, underhands it to Joe.
4.12.
Good play by Alex right there. In the heat of the moment, you don't know, you can lose the spin and go off your hand right there.
And the balls that are slower hit, don't forget that stopwatch is already going, so, when it's a rocket and it's hit off you, got time to recover, but when it's slow hit, if you make a little bobble, you're at the end of your rope.
You know what's those pitches that come in high and over your head or whatever? Remember, your bat is still up there, and occasionally during the season, the ball will hit the bat and be called a strike. That's
Mr. Viper used to do that to me last season all the time when he realized I never dropped my bat down, and I believe he was able to hit my bat several times.
oh my God! He connected on that one. That might be his hardest hit home run all year. Carrasco threw a wiffle ball, I believe, at Taylor. Taylor even dodged it as he was the 2017 dodgeball champion in his home state of St. Louis.
You know, Trench, if we want to see 3 games here tonight, I think that the Snappers taking game 1 is our best chance for that. Putting Stein back out there down 1-0 maybe would...
If the Snappers win this series, Chad, I'm going to melt the trophy down and make a copper sculpture of Taylor and put it in front of Hideaway Field.
Remember, the Snappers were ranked 8th out of 8 teams in the power rankings to start this season. Nobody gave them the time of day.
They were plus 8,500 money wiffle ball point line prior to the season, and nobody bid.
I got a nice little ticket on Calicos at 24-1 before the season, and I'm sweating here tonight.
Oh man!
I actually picked the Calicos as the winner of this league before the season.
And the Snappers, if it was a 1.5 point spread, would be covering right now.
55 miles per hour.
But you know what? They really just need to get this last out, and the Calicos go ahead and bat. And that Webb almost gets a home run as well, but that's going to be a triple. This is not what Carrasco wanted to come in for.
So obviously down 2 isn't as big of a deal because the tying run will be at the plate for the Calicos because they get their man on second 2 right now. So it's extremely important that Alex holds them right here. One more run is going to really change fates here. The Calicos just need one little home run and they're going to be back tied again in the bottom of this inning.
Or it could be anything, Chad. It could be a single and a double. But of course, a one swing would change the game. And I think Stein's going to talk to his team about let's just stay where we go, keep focusing and doing what we've been doing all year, which is being disciplined in the batter's box. And it looks like Mrs. Manny is getting her snacking on. And little Boots going with little turtle stepping right there.
Jesse's 0 for 5 with 4 strikeouts here. Wow. He was looking to maybe pass the buck off to Michael to take this at bat for him, but I think his team decided he's the one to take it.
The pressure might be a little too much right now for Jesse Caps. Like you said, 4 strikeouts already.
I feel like Alex and Jesse know each other very well too. They played in a different league together. They played in a AA league together, and now here they are.
27 miles per hour. 28 miles
What a
per hour.
pitch.
I also think they went head-to-head in a no-limit poker game.
They might have.
I think Caps flopped trips, and Carrasco had top 2. It didn't work.
That's where Barry Hutter is tonight, guys. He's made day 2 of a $10,000 tournament, and he was unable to come here and playing for the big bucks. Barry over $6 million in tournament lifetime winnings for all you fans out there.
That's an amazing stat. Caps, and Joe's there, and he basket catches it, and that's going to be out number 3.
3 outs.
So we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th, and
Trench and Chad here, bottom 6.
Trench
Incredible game.
and Chad show.
5-3 Snappers on a 2-run Taylor home run in the top of the 6th, but the Calicos still get to bat here. They got the time run at the bat at the plate here as they send their last out, which will be Alex to second base.
And I wouldn't want it any other way. It's going to be the Calicos who just is scratching and clawing their way up into the PLW rankings are going to have to do it once more against one of the better pitchers in the league. And Taylor Briner basically ranked 2nd behind Stein in all those categories.
Alex Carrasco.
And in this inning, Taylor will have to face James Stein. So that's going to be a good matchup.
It's going to be Big Al, James Stein, and Matty Levine. I mean, the Calicos this is must-see TV, folks. They got a very good chance here to put a 2-spot
It's
up.
like Manny and Carrasco were about to go
No,
chest
not
to
fighting
chest.
at all. They're just goofing around out there. You can see they're shaking hands out there right now, just talking a little smack to each other. They got Weber back in left here, Trench. It looks like he's, you saw last inning, he took himself out of the outfield after that error, and he's put himself back out there. He is the guy that should be out there. I didn't like him pulling himself after one error.
Yeah, I don't know if something was in his eye or whatnot, but he's back out there ready to go.
Although Michael is an extremely capable outfielder himself, so I kind of almost like him going 2 outfielders here to start this inning off and playing a little no doubles to keep that double play in order if they do get a hit.
Yeah, not a bad strategy, Chad. And Manny is going to get that. He almost throws it right at me. I've said nothing but nice things to Manny all year, and that missed coming over by 2 inches and smacking me in the chin. And then we would have had possibly some chest-to-chest bumping out there on the field.
I think we might have this time. FJ, as he's called, drives the 2 hours in from Utah, can't get enough wiffle ball, probably not very happy with himself walking 2 in this game. He has very high pressure on himself right now.
Yeah, like I said earlier in the broadcast, he was basically born as a wiffle ball weighing in at 2.2 ounces.
Stein has 2 walk-off home runs this season that I can remember off the top of my head. Both in like 0-0 games as well.
Yeah, every game very intense.
Big swing. That's a slider. It was a little hot. I don't think Stein saw a slider. Taylor does not throw many sliders.
Yeah, usually sometimes
He just sticks with
waits.
that drop.
Yeah, he just waits for these prime times in the game to throw some.
The slider in the screen.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh man! But Stein knew that was a little too hot. But did you see the movement on the ball? I'm scared of that if it starts coming in at 55.
That is such a good
2-2. And that's going to do it for Stein right there. It's going to be 2 outs. And it's going to be up to Maddie Levine to try to tie this game and bring it to extra. And looks like Manny's trying to eat.
He shorts the throw! Did that just happen,
Are you
Trench?
kidding me? Look at Caps. He's praying right now. Let's see the throw
I'm beside
here.
myself. It's short. It was short for sure.
Oh my God. In front of the whole world, in front of 112 viewers, he throws the winning ball into the ground.
And now your mark here before the game, Nick Davila, who
Can you
took a
believe
2-run home
this?
run in the first inning, is
Is
up as the go-ahead run.
In the broadcast prior to the game, I said Nick Davila is going to do something special, and here we are. Sad son.
Wow, what a take there. That was close. Remember,
Oh man, Viper. No way!
Oh! That's it! What a game, folks! Are you kidding me?
Game number 1 for the ages. Watch the chat go bananas right
Oh
now,
my
chat.
gosh, it looked like it was gone. Trench,
I know.
20 minutes ago that was gone, but you can see here at Hideaway Field, the wind has stopped. The ball is not carrying as much.
That was the play of the game, no doubt. Nick Davila thought he had one out there, and Webb somehow elevates to a height that people could not believe and snags the game-winning walk-off home run, and we all saw it at Hideaway Field, and Manny has to be so happy that Weber decided to go superhuman on that and catch that ball.
I'm surprised Manny didn't have a heart attack when that ball was hit, actually. I'm surprised he's not lying down there at third base still.
They're going to have to gift him something. Manny is going to have to buy him dinner at Tarantino's, I think, for the mental miscue by Manny after saying ball game in the middle of his throw and hopscotching it into the backstop.
You know who feels a little bit better after that Manny error? Levi.
Oh my God.